Hello everyone and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. My name is Windback, and on today's episode we are going to be playing Green Jesus himself in the most green skin possible for the character on the greenest mount I own. This is Thrall. You're welcome. Today's team comps are going to be Thrall, Hanzo, Stitches, Lucio, Jaina versus Garrosh, Anduin, Zul'jin, Malthael, and Cassia. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out, tell your friends, tell your grandmother, get everybody to play Heroes of the Storm, and then have them come watch my videos, because that's what you do, right? That's how this works? I don't have any idea. But thank you. I hit 200 subs at some point after doing this for like what feels like eternity, so I appreciate everybody who pitched in to get me to that number. So hopefully 300 is just a hop, skip, and a jump from that. And then 3 billion on top of that should be super easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. I don't expect anything like that. But what I want to talk about today, especially in this game, because this is another Storm League game. This is a ranked game in which I'm just kind of playing something comfy. Not necessarily incredible, but really easy in the off lane to kind of comprehend and make work. Now, Thrall is, for all intents and purposes, unkillable. That doesn't mean in team fights he's unkillable. That doesn't mean he can just walk into 5 people and be okay. But when you are playing in the off lane with this character, the matchup, no matter which one that you are in, with the exception of some probably ranged matchups, I mean, even then, a lot of what Thrall does in the offlane is very easy and very difficult to avoid. So our level 1 talent here, Blue Q, is going to give us 2 charges after we complete the quest. I didn't realize it had a halfway point. So at 10 stacks of killing minions or heroes, as long as the target dies, right? Killing minions or heroes, yep. Within 1.5 seconds of hitting them with the chain lightning, it's going to give you a stack. At 10 stacks, we're going to reduce the mana cost from 40 to 25 for our Q, and then after killing 20, we're going to get a second charge. Now, why is that important? Well, Thrall, in case you're unaware, his abilities are kind of like this. Chain lightning is going to bounce to 3 targets. No, it's not going to bounce to 3 targets. Oh, yeah, it is. So our point and click target, number 1, we are going to click on them with our Q, and it is going to bounce 1, 2, 3 times. That is going to be either to minions, heroes, monsters, buildings, whatever. Chain lightning bounces. Every time that it bounces and does damage, we're going to get a tick of this little thing over here. This is Frostwolf Resilience. This is our trait. This is why Thrall is so difficult to kill. And this, dealing damage with an ability, is going to give us 1 stack of Frostwolf Resilience. At 5 stacks, Thrall is instantly healed for 271 health. Being that we have about a 2,000 point health bar, that's about 10% of our health for just spamming our abilities, dealing damage to people. Okay, team's dying on the bottom side while the objective's going, but the enemy team isn't super enthused about coming over to our side and doing damage, so we just kind of... Oh, there they are. That's 3 of them. Yep. Time to leave. Got to finish up our stacks for our level 1 quest. That's unfortunate. Is it going to bounce to the 1? Yes, bounced exactly to the 1 that I needed it to. We've got our double charges. Now the time has come to start poking the ever-living shit out of the enemy team. Our W, though, going on down the line, is called Feral Spirit. It is going to throw a wolf out. That wolf is going to deal some damage. And, okay, there's a split fight going on here. And I don't love it. It's going to root for 1 second, and each hero hit increases the distance traveled. Really? I'm just learning all sorts of things about this character that I did not know. So if you hit 1 root and there's someone standing behind them, I guess that could just like launch the wolf into infinity Like fucking Buzz Lightyear. You know? I am in a choke. I've just killed myself because I am walking forward instead of just hitting people with my Q like I should be doing. The enemy team is going to get this objective because I did a bad, but the Stitch's hook into the Immortal Stun is going to be super good for us. The death, not so much. Yeah, he's down. Bummer. So that's a 1-for-2 trade, not the greatest thing in the world. But our E is called Wind Fury. This is going to increase Thrall's movement speed for 4 seconds, and his next 3 basic attacks occur 100% faster and generate stacks of Frostwolf resilience. So, if you hit people with 3 autos while Wind Fury is up, you get 3 stacks of Frostwolf resilience. So if they're just standing there and they let you thwap, thwap, thwap right on their face, boom, there's 3. Coupled with the chain lightning, if you're fighting in a minion wave or a bunch of team enemy people, it's going to bounce there. Whole bunch of stacks on top of that. And your W is going to give you stacks as well. Now, the W... I mean, when you throw a W at a wave, you can hit up to 7 minions. Which I'm pretty sure is 7 stacks of Frostwolf resilience, right? Please kill him. He's not gonna die. I'm coming around the back. I think we could still kill him, but my team doesn't seem interested. We're just going to run away with our Wind Fury. Enemy team is wanting to chase me, though. I am going to leave. Can you guys do anything with that? Garrosh still pretty low health. You know? Down he goes. Sorry, we weren't paying attention to it. Malthael getting a camp. Not super concerned. I mean, it's not like we have the greatest wave clear in the universe, but it's definitely not bad, right? And if Malthael ever steps up to try and auto-attack us or buildings, we can typically hit him with a root. And just kind of make sure he doesn't do anything else. We've also got our Ancestral Wrath here, which is going to be doing a lot of % health damage. 15% of the max health over 3 seconds, and it's going to heal Thrall for 150% of the damage dealt. 1 stack of Ancestral Wrath every time Frostwolf Resilience activates. Oof, got him. Caught him with the wolf. Yeah, so a point-and-click 15% damage button that also heals you just adds to the level of unkillability with Thrall. But the talents themselves, at level 1, we've already talked about, are Blue Q. Feral Resilience is what I picked up at level 4. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are you taking that talent when Manatide and Frostwolf Pack are so attainable? But Feral Resilience, I think it's kind of slept on. Number 1, because Cassia and Zul'jin are pure physical damage, with the exception of, like, Surgical Light and stuff. But a lot of that damage we want to block. Ooh, big arrow on Anduin. Only hits Anduin, though. Unfortunate. We've got the Earthquake going on the backside. Ooh, Malthael got dumped into the Immortal Stun. He is going to take out our Stitches, but we're going to get him as well. That was a big miss on Garrosh's taunt. Not quite in range. I don't want to get killed by the Zul'jin, and I'm going to get killed by the Cassia instead. I hate it. I just... Good news is she didn't take Ball Lightning, so even with the horrible, awful death there from the Valkyrie, Ball Lightning isn't going to be doing spell damage to us, because we're blocking that hero or physical damage with Feral Resilience. Heroes damaged by Feral Spirit grant 3 stacks of Frostwolf Resilience and 2 stacks of Feral Resilience, getting 50 physical armor against the next incoming hero basic attack. Stacks are consumed on the next cast of Feral Spirit. So every time that we cast a W, they don't stack. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But the main takeaway here is the increased Frostwolf Resilience. So our trait stacks, we're now getting 3 per hero hit. I can't get hit by that light bomb. I'm still a little spooked out here, but we're getting Frostwolf value from the Wind Fury that we used. He taunted us right after we hit Wind Fury, so all those auto attacks added to the stacks that healed us up. Super, super good. Awesome, awesome. Lots of use out of that. But hitting 3 stacks, if we hit 2 heroes with 1 root, we've immediately procced our trait. And that's not counting, you know, if our chain lightning's already bouncing on a whole bunch of people, we may only even need to hit 1 root to get a whole shitload of healing. Now, our trait does couple with our ultimate, which is Earthquake, right there on 4 people. Need to use our Ancestral Wrath to get some healing. Can we kill the Malthael as he tries to run away? Got him. Just keep poking on the getaway with our chain lightning, and he's going to eat. You know, the gorge didn't happen immediately, so I thought maybe I could get the root, and then the gorge happened, and everything was terrible. And Cassia is going to trade her life for Jaina. Really happy her team didn't walk back up with her, because she probably could have killed everyone if they had. Thank God for that. Anyway, the Feral Resilience, I think it's real good. It's not just block charges, it's extra trait healing, so get it. Or extra trait happening. I'm dead. Wow. The Garrosh hook ended up killing us because Zul'jin decided to go unkillable, and here we are. If you're playing Stitches, just, I mean, do your team a favor and make sure that you're thinking about who you're hooking. Especially in cases like that where it's kind of, this is a questionable hook. People are going to die. Back to the build, though. At 13, I like Frostwolf's Grace. This is going to just be hit that D button, and you're going to get, what is it? Normally, it is 371 at level 13, but in this case, it's going to be right around 500 healing, because we're going to get 150% every time that we hit the D button of that heal, which is awesome. No, wait. No, wait, it's even more than that. If it's 371 healing and we're doubling it and doubling in half it, I'm done. That's like, I did not need to use the Earthquake there, but I got anxious, you know. Cassia trying to get the objective killed for her team. It's like she's gonna get it, but if she's dead, they have even less way to push with it. This should be a really easy free clear for us, assuming we get up here now and do it. But Hanzo's clearing the lane, so I'm just gonna come up instead. Okay, good. He caught on right away. He's like, I'll go defend. You're coming to clear this wave. Thank you. Good communication. Only pings, no typing. There you go. 16, we are going to be picking up Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is going to slow by 8% for 2 seconds, and this is going to be a repeatable quest that can go on forever. Well, technically you can only get 5 stacks. So, when you hit... excuse me. Oh my god. When you hit a hero with your Q, that is going to increase the slow by 8%, all the way up to 40. You can't use it on the same hero twice, which, you know, with our level 1 talent is tough not to do. But if you're hitting multiple different heroes, you can potentially have a 40% slow on your Q permanently. And this is also going to increase the chain lightning damage by 25% once it's fully stacked. So it's a pretty nuts amount of damage on top of a pretty nuts slow for a point and click ability. Woo. As long as you're good at, you know, aiming on different people, you're never going to lose it. There are cases, though, where you're going to have to chain lightning that same person 2 times in a row. It's going to feel bad, but you'll get the kill. That's the only time that you should waste it. Otherwise, just keep spamming that Q. If you use your Q on buildings or minions, that damage is not going to go away. It doesn't count as a miss. You're going to continue to keep healing, getting your trait stacks and everything, which is super useful. So if you don't have a good hero target to use your Q on, use it on something else that's not a hero. Keep your stacks, get the healing, get the damage. It's such a good talent. It's so versatile. It just takes a little bit of thinking to use. Now the enemy team has all of their buildings up right now. Once we start winning these objectives, which is completely possible for us, we are going to turn this game on its head. So that, I promise you, is coming, but it does require us to all be in position. I've got to get this catapult out of here first, which is a little bit rough. And then it looks like another wave is on the way. Just blast him a little bit. Soften him up for our minion wave incoming. We still need to defend, it looks like. We don't have enough race to really get going on this. Did not do enough damage. Hanzo's build, specifically on BOE, has been nerfed into oblivion. So his race potential just drops like mad. The arrow only hits Cassia, but it was a pretty decent stun, so we're trying to run her down. I still have my D. I'm just going to use that for a quick heal. We've got Garrosh gorged in the back here. Going to try to root him. He is going to unstoppable directly through it, but it doesn't matter. Just going to blast him with another Q. And now we've got to restack everything, but I've also got to clear. And my team is doing whatever they are doing. Jaina trying her best to race. We really need to get the objective done. And Hanzo is the other person who should be on the objective. Jaina is doing the correct thing with the wrong character. Our team should have Hanzo on the objective and Jaina up in front with the rest of our team if that's really what we're going to be doing. I guess we're getting kills, so who cares, but like, who are you pinging? Stop it. I already know what I'm doing. I caught the wave. That's why we're ahead an entire level. The boop is going to prevent Lucio from getting hit by the hook. So, gonna get the objective though. Thank God the DPS finally made their way onto the Immortal. And we've only got one stack on our Thunderstorm either. So, it's not my favorite position to be in, but I think we're ahead. I know it doesn't look that way with all the buildings that are dead on our side of the map, but here we are. And I just noticed I had 50 armor going into that minion wave, and then I used my W, and it was gone. So that's... oh my. Hanzo. Poor guy. Getting the Headhunter completed for Zul'jin. We're still coming around the back here. We need to get the fort at the very least. I need some stacks. We got the Zul'jin route. The hook is going to miss the Garrosh, unfortunately. I still have Earthquake at the ready if it comes to that, but I just want to poke. Just give me a Q target. He's right there. Get him. Yeah, there it is. 40% slow on our Thunderstorm, ready to go for our Chain Lightning. Don't have any stacks of our Ancestral Wrath up. The cool thing to know about the interaction between Ancestral Wrath and your 13 trait button is that they do work together. So, if you hit your D button, you instantly get a stack of your Ancestral Wrath. And that is incredibly helpful if you are at 7 and you need it right away. So you just hit the D button, get all 8 stacks, rip it on whoever you're going to do, and you're going to have a fun time. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be really neat. And that is the thing that only Thrall players will ever really appreciate, I promise you. I don't need you here. Why aren't you with our team? I am the offlaner. And just like that, everyone on the top side of the map is dead. If I had chat on right now, I'm sure there would be a lot of fling. Now, this is just a very clear case of one player thinking they know best when everybody is already in the position that we've agreed upon. And it's so prevalent in ranked gameplay that I have no idea how to combat it. Especially in Diamond and Platinum, everybody, no matter what the position is, even if it's one person against 4 others, they will die on that fucking... What's the phrase? I don't know. They'll die on that hill, thinking they are making the right decision, even when it's clearly the stupid one. So, there you have it. We saved the keep somehow, which is really amazing to me. But my team's ready to go back into the objective. I have got my level 20 earthen shields for when the enemy team ultimately decides to fight with us. We have to decide now to be the aggressors. Oof, what a hook. What an absolute mad hook. He's got double gorge here. Unfortunately, Zul'jin did not die in the belly. So we've got the shields coming from the earthquake, as long as everybody's still standing in them. Got the sound barrier as well, and the enemy team just cannot break through all of that shielding on anybody but Stitches. Thank the Lord for everything that happened there. I'm going to go clear the lane now. We need to get the objective dead. Somebody's got to stop Malthael from going ham on our objective, kind of making it a quick race. There are a lot of minions, though, and they do a lot of damage. I just want to kill the shaman to be happy, maybe the catapults, and, oof, it's tough. When all the minions are aggroing you with everything that they've got, you're going to take some damage. Anyway, the level 20 talent, Earthen Shields, is going to be doing, let's see, 15% of the maximum health per hero with each pulse. Yeah. So, having a 15% shield on Stitches with his max health in the Earthquake, how many times does it pulse? 3 pulses. So, he gets 45% of his max health in shielding if he's in the Earthquake the whole time. That's insane how good that talent is. And it's just those numbers specifically. That, okay, well, everything is going terribly now. We're all dead. The sound barrier wasn't in time enough to save Stitches, but our Immortal's still going with about half a health bar. I've still got Earthquake ready if we can get up onto them. We can get the keep wall at least here. We've got the poke potential. We've got our Ancestral Wrath loaded, and the team wants to walk away. That's okay. I guess this is what we're doing. The kind of what you want to do with holy shit, 6 block charges. So they don't go away until you use another W, but you can get how many? I guess there isn't a limit on it, is there? That's nuts. So if you hit 5 people with a root, which is theoretically ridiculous, you got 10 block charges for 50%. Okay. So Jaina is out right here, right? She's full hearthing. We have got her pulled back. Everybody's peeled. She stops. For what reason? Why the hell would you stop going back? Anyway. I'm amazed that she didn't die for that decision. Holy fuck. Oh, Stitches has got 3 people in the gorge. That's a 4th. Now they're coming out. There's the light bomb. I'm going to be stunned by the light bomb, but we've got the root, we've got the Ancestral Wrath, we've got the heal from our D. One more thunderstorm. Nailed it. 4 people dead because of that insane gorge by Stitches. Him sacrificing his life and the earthquake on top of everything else. Just absolutely obliterating the enemy team. Malthael bought back, and Zul'jin didn't die, so the enemy team can defend, at least for a little while, unless, well, we're going to trade one for one. Not in love with the decision, but at the same time, I guess I can't be upset about it. What's going on over here? What are you doing? You trying to get a camp? No? Okay. Not really a whole lot that I have to talk about. My mind is kind of blank from that previous team fight, and then it all falling apart when Jaina ran in and died to Zul'jin. But I think the Stitches talent at level 20 is pretty undervalued, especially if you can manage to gorge that many people in that time frame. Really, just hot stuff. I wish what would happen with that is that if you would... So I wish they would reduce the window from like 4 seconds to maybe 2 seconds, and then you gorge everybody, but it increases the duration of the gorge of the initial target, and then at the end of that 2 seconds, it kind of slops them all out at once in front of Stitches. And then obviously that ability becomes like Wombo Supreme territory. It's not to say that it's a bad talent. I think it's pretty cool, kind of slept on at the moment, but I think it could be better with that sort of implementation. But we've got all of our ultimates up. The enemy team is missing their Taunt and their Valkyrie, so we don't have a whole lot to be scared of at the moment, because a lot of their CC is... Oh my god, that hook was insane. He's going to live, magically enough, but he no longer has a Tazdingo. We're going to get the Gorge on the Garrosh, and he is not going anywhere. Even with that taunt, he's just fucked. And our Immortal is just having its way with the building. Completely missing that Valkyrie. Another 60-second cooldown. Destroyed. And I'm pretty sure this is GG. Just still looking for targets to hit with our Q. There's a 500 damage, 40% point and click ability that is healing us. I cannot tell you enough about Thrall and Chain Lightning. Of all the abilities in Thrall's repertoire, Chain Lightning is the best. Bar none. Don't argue. MVP. I died 10 times. Sorry. Yes. Super proud of you. Way to go. I loved every time that you gorged a bunch of people and died because they also died with you. Truly, the best Stitches. Well, no, I'm not going to say that, but you done good, son. You done good. Level 1 is going to be Blue Q. Feral Resilience is 4. Ancestral Wrath is 7. Earthquake is 10. Frostwolf's Grace, 13. Thunderstorm, 16. Earthen Shields at 20. This is almost a 30-minute video full of so many ups and downs that I want to throw up. But I will let you be the judge of that. I'm going to be back tomorrow with the whatever conclusion we've got going for this week. And you can stick around if you like for the conclusion of the 2-sentence horror story from the beginning of the video, if you so choose. Have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see you later.